Welcome to the Houston Homicide Report, tracking every case. According to the Harris County Institute of Forensic Science, there were 40 homicides recorded in January 2024. After reviewing available records, police reports, and case data, the outcomes break down like this. This homicide has been confirmed through official death records. However, a corresponding police report or incident number has not been located at this time. Case number 2, Devontae Lockett. This case remains unsolved.
Houston police say Lockett was found shot to death behind the wheel of his red Chrysler 300 near the Mesa Drive exit on the Beltway. Police say witnesses reported seeing the shooter take off in a white pickup truck, but there was no physical description of the driver.
This homicide has been confirmed through official death records. However, a corresponding police report or incident number has not been located at this time. Case number 4, Javion Coleman. He was found shot to death at 3108 Burkett Street about 2:50 a.m. on January 4th, 2024. At this time, there's no motive or suspect description. This homicide has been confirmed through official death records. However, a corresponding police report or incident number has not been located at this time. Case number 6, Carlos Resendez. He was found shot to death at 215 Sunnyside Street. According to HPD, 2 suspects have been arrested and are waiting for their day in court. Case number 7, Luis Pereira. HPD patrol officers responded to a hospital check call and learned a man had arrived at the emergency room to be treated for shortness of breath. The man stated he was assaulted earlier that evening at 14523 Zenith Street. Medical personnel provided medical treatment to the man, and the following morning he became unresponsive while at the facility. This case remains unsolved. Case number 8, Sean Brownsville. This case is complete. According to witnesses, the deceased male and an unknown female robbed a female victim at gunpoint outside an apartment. An adult male acquaintance of the robbery victim was inside the apartment, overheard the robbery occurring, and confronted the suspect with a firearm. Both parties exchanged gunshots, and the male suspect was struck. No one else was injured. The female suspect fled the scene. Case number 9, LaSalle Whitfield. This case is in court.
In just the past hour, we have learned new information about the man stabbed to death on a metro rail train earlier this week. Officials identified him as 53-year-old LaSalle Whitfield. His killer still on the run. These images show the suspect. Police say the two men got into a fight on the train. Whitfield was stabbed several times, including in the head and chest. Houston police say that a murder suspect barricaded himself inside a church, and that triggered an hours-long standoff in the Heights. We now know that suspect is accused of stabbing a Metro Rail passenger to death on board the train earlier this week. Stephanie Whitfield has more on how police were able to track down the suspect.
Police say the man wanted for fatally stabbing a Metro Rail passenger Sunday is the same suspect who barricaded himself inside a church in the Heights last night. Metro PD says a tipster led them to the neighborhood near Heights Boulevard and 15th Street.
Case number 10, Ian Kashan. He was found unresponsive, laying near a plant shrub next to a building. He had been shot multiple times. This case remains unsolved. Case number 11, Michael Ortega. He was shot to death by his sister, and she has received 15 years in the TDC prison. This case is complete. Case number 12, Jonathan Lemons. This case is complete. Stephen Pearson was arrested as a suspect in the case, but later given a no bill. A no bill is the decision by the grand jury that the evidence against someone is not enough to justify a trial. Case number 13, Richard Torres Gomez, and case number 22, Osvaldo Leva, were victims of the same suspect, Kenneth Vasquez, who is waiting for his day in court. This homicide has been confirmed through official death records. However, a corresponding police report or incident number has not been located at this time. Case number 15, Joseph Williams. This case is in court. Case number 16, Jimmy Wade. This case is complete. Derek Adams has received 40 years in TDCJ for an argument that escalated into violence. This homicide has been confirmed through official death records. However, a corresponding police report or incident number has not been located at this time. Case number 18, Nazeli Oka. This case remains unsolved.
Houston police are looking for the brazen gunman whose surveillance video shows ran up and shot a man while he had his tire repaired in Southwest Houston overnight. It happened at 24 Hour Tire on the South Loop near Knight Street. Reporter Micah Hatfield joins us live with surveillance video and new disturbing details. Micah?
Gina, more than a dozen shots were fired in this parking lot last night. Surveillance video shows the gunman pretty much stand over the victim and continue firing even after he was down. And then you see the suspect run off.
I guess they felt this was the ideal place to, commit that heinous crime.
The heinous crime captured on surveillance video. At 24 Hour Tire on the South Loop near Knight Street. Based on what went down, General Manager Robert Moore believes the shooting was targeted. Houston police called this an isolated incident and say there's not a threat to the public, despite the gunman not yet being in custody.
Police didn't say why he was killed, but you could clearly see in video that, someone was, tailing this individual to this location.
The victim was at the shop to have a nail removed from his tire. Moore was told he was pacing back and forth while the work was being done, like he was in a hurry. With the employee crouched down next to the car working, the gunman ran through the back gate and opened fire, killing the customer and shooting the employee who got caught in the line of fire.
I'm pretty shaken up about the whole situation. Our main goal is to serve the public.
But after this and past robberies and other shootings, Moore says he's going to reconsider being open 24 hours a day. He says it seems to make them a magnet for crime.
It makes it very difficult for you to be here for anybody when these type of things take place. So you ask yourself, is that true value? Are you valued from a perspective of your services are really needed? Or are you just here for someone to think about where they can commit the next crime? Very difficult.
Houston police only described the suspect as an unknown male wearing blue sweatpants and a black jacket. In Southwest Houston, Micah Hatfield, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Case number 19, Rodrigo Morales Salazar. His case is complete. His brother received 5 years probation for stabbing him to death. Case number 20, Carlos Alvarez. His case remains unsolved.
Also, a man gunned down right next to his best friend. And tonight, only ABC 13 has the video. You can see the victim arguing with the driver of a white car, who then pulls a gun and shoots him. ABC 13's Luke Jones is live outside police headquarters with more of that video. And Luke, you also spoke with the victim's dad.
He wasn't ready to speak on television, but tells us both he and his wife were inside their home and heard the gunshot, only later learning it was their son, a father himself, who now leaves behind a son and daughter. Carlos Alvarez's last few minutes alive. You see him walking to his home on Tall Willow Drive in Northwest Houston last night after a witness says he had just been dropped off by this white car. The car later returns and turns around in this cul-de-sac, then drives off again before reversing and stopping in front of Alvarez's home, where Alvarez argues with the driver.
He just sounded mad, just yelling, profanity at him, and just pretty much just mad. And he told him, get out the car, we'll fight it out. That's when another man, Alvarez's friend and neighbor, walks outside to investigate.
The argument continues, and then...
So I was inside, and I heard like a pop, like it sounded like a firecracker.
We're told the driver of the white car shoots Alvarez in the chest and then takes off.
I went over there to check on him, and he was just bleeding and having a hard time breathing.
The 37-year-old father dies feet away from the home he shares with his parents and far too close to neighbors unprepared to witness such a senseless death.
It's horrible. I don't understand why another person would want to take another person's life like that. That was just, whatever it was over, that wasn't worth it.
Clear exactly how the victim might have known his killer. Police haven't put out any suspect description, but witnesses tell us he had curly hair and was driving a white Lincoln MKZ. We're live downtown tonight. Luke Jones, ABC 13, Eyewitness News.
If you want updates on these cases and ongoing coverage of homicides in Houston, subscribe to Houston Homicide Report.